Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to this channel World Encyclopedia. So once again we will discuss about the Trump tariffs. Yes, hot topics of today's world. So today we will discuss about that how the Trump tariffs pile stress on allying world economy. The latest round of the US trade tariff unveiled on will sap yet more vigorous from a world economy barely recovered from the post-pandemic inflation surge, weighed down by record debit and unnerved by a geopolitical strife. Yes, it's reality after the pandemic, almost now, hardly now, that the world economies were better. But now, once again, these tariffs dragging the world into the era of pandemic. Depending on how President Donald Trump and leaders of other nations proceed now, it may also go down a turning point for a globalized system that until now had taken for granted the strength and reliability of America, its larger component. Trump's tariff carry the risk of destroying the global free trade or the United States itself has spearheaded since the Second World War. Also, but in coming months, it will be the plain and simple price hiking and therefore demand dipping effects of a new levies applied of thousands of goods bought and sold by the consumers and business across the planet that will prevail. I see. It is a drift of the US and global economy towards worse performance, more uncertainty, and possibly heading towards something we could call a global recession. It is called by Antonio Fettes, macroeconomist at the Institute Business School in France. Speaking in the White House Rose Garden, Trump said he would impose a 10% baseline tariff on all imports and held up a chart, but now it's almost increasing in 34%, 20%, more than 50%. A 25% auto and auto parts tariff was confirmed earlier. Trump said the tariff would return strategically vital manufacturing capabilities to the United States. Under the new global levies imposed by Trump, the US tariff rate on all imports jumped to 20%, 30%, 40 and 50%, a rate last seen around 1910 from just 2.5% in 2024, said Alo Sonella, head of US economic research at Fitch Rating. This is a game changer, not only for the US economy but for the global economy. Sonala said many countries will likely end up in a recession. IMF managing director told our Reuters even this week she did not see global recession for now. She added the fund expected shortly, but maybe it will be the lollipop. Yes. But the impact on national economies is set to diverge widely given the spectrum of tariffs ranging from 10% from Britain to 49% for Cambodia. If the result is wider trade war, that would have even larger repercussions for producers like China, which would be left hunting for new markets in the face of weak domestic consumption. Asian economies will be hit harder than most by the US reciprocal tariffs, said Michael Thaland, head of Asia Pacific at Capital Economics. Not only do Asian economies face higher tariffs than many others, they are also more dependent on US goods demand than most. If the tariff push the US itself towards recession, that will weigh heavily on developing countries whose fortune are closely tied to those of the world's largest economy. Stocks dived and investors scrambled to the safety of bonds, gold, and the yen of the high-end economic worries. In short, we can say that there will be the only loss. So let's see now what we will see next. Stay tuned with us. Have a good day.